All right. Hello, hello, hello. We got 10% left, roughly 11 actually, to level 100 before we get into our or my new project with the Shieldwall Legionnaire in PoE 2. So we will go ahead and do that today. Oh shit. Wait, what's sold for divine? Oh, the mittens. Nice. Cool. Good. I think oh shit, yeah, I have all the things now. I bought the tab actually, so I can now store all the uniques. Sweet. I don't think I have many new uniques though in here. Okay. Not too much uniques actually in the stash. I think most of them I never picked up really. Oh yeah, the Rendalos shoes. This. And then in the big stash I probably have plenty. I wish you could move them directly, dude. There's so many uniques in this game, dude. Holy. Okay. I guess. All right. Actually, we don't need to do all that. I guess we get in straight into running the maps, and can take off this later maybe. All right. No dying. Then this will be a matter of I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour maybe. And then we hit level 100. And then I probably upstream will run some challenges, I feel like. Just to get some free MTX. But if not, then I call it a leak, I guess. It's also the first level 100 character, I think, that I get with this. I never bothered getting to level 100, usually. The Fortunate, 2 Divine Orbs, sweet. I didn't know that you can get them here as well. Yeah, be careful for Ignite and Burning Ground, I guess. Oh no, I'm teleporting, I think. Yeah. One of these idiots had the buff again, and now we have him too. Alright, I think we're clear now, the boss. Alright, map done. Let's quickly open the boxes. For any tinks. Bro. Please stop teleporting. Let me go. Time to get used to exalted orbs being the trade currency again. With PoE2 after this. Yo, Nakavelli, how's it going? Alright, this should be good. Done! Next map. Good for $100, better for $150. Fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. Man, I cannot tell how many maps I ran actually already on this character. It's insane. I wish there would be a count for it. I think there is actually. I'm not sure. I think they added this statistic somehow. Once I hit level 100, I will also check my playtime. I think you can do that on this character. Maybe I don't even want to know, man. I didn't speedrun the level 100 for sure. Now first we gotta get there, I guess. First we gotta get there. Oh my god. Careful, careful, careful here, dude. That's pretty insane. I got the teleport buff twice now in a row. Hopefully I don't get it again, dude, for some time. It's so annoying. Amulet. Oh, I guess we take this. Alright, let's go to the boss, I guess. Hi, is this PoE 2? Not yet, Shay. I'm hitting level 100 on my PoE 1 character that I played this league, and afterwards I'm going to start a Shieldwall Legionnaire. Or I actually started one already, it's an Act 1. Oh no, Act 1 is done, it's an Act 2. And that's why it's both games today. We started with PoE 1 into PoE 2. Unless my last 10% of XP take 4 hours, then probably not. But I doubt it. Should be like an hour. Should be like an hour. Oh shit, I don't even know if I should have started that map. Let me lock it this way.
Countless generations have walked.
Let me lock it this way. I cannot really risk bad modifiers now, dude. Like, every death kicks me back quite a bit, even though 75% of the XP loss is avoided. But because you are so heavily nerfed in XP from 99 to level 100, it makes a big difference still. Oh god. Oh god! Well, how long did it take you to get this good? I don't know, man. It's just it's just a lot of grinding on this build, dude. That's it. So, this build makes it not necessarily difficult, honestly. I'm pressing one button. That's really about it. Maybe two. Sometimes I teleport. I think Penance Brand was this league quite high up on the meta list, I guess, tier list for this league. So it makes it quite easy, honestly. Got like maybe 200 hours in Act 2 with a few builds. This looks insane. All that this is really is shield charge, Herald of Ash makes everything to explode. It's just super screen cluttery, I guess. That's about it. And then just scaling ignite and flame damage. Oh, and don't die. And then a lot of armor and that's about it. But yeah, I don't know how many. Let's see. Is it played? I don't know. I mean, I have in-game time with this character 6 days, 1 hour, 26 minutes. Holy shit. And we're hitting level 100 today. So. Spent 6 days of my life in this game. What the fuck? But yeah, this league has been a lot of fun, man. I really enjoyed it, digging into this build and figuring out how I can make it better, and then see everything exploding is super satisfying. So I guess that explains a little bit the high play rate. And I know it could also be that I play this build again next league to see how it performs under different league conditions, let's say it this way. But later on we move into PoE 2 and play Shieldwall. And try to make a similar build then to this. Just with a lot of explosions. I don't know if it can work on PoE 2, but we'll figure it out, I guess. We'll figure it out. 93%. Let's go. What is your favorite class though, Pixel? Or your favorite build currently? So far? Ooh. Hold! Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Don't get stuck. Through it. Through it. All right. Oh, I need to kill this guy for the bubble. Yeah. Sweet. All right. Sweet. I'm pretty sure everybody could see everything. Super comprehensive gameplay right now. I want to get ignited here, dude. Okay, this should be okay. The majority of the enemies is dead now. Oh, here's another abyss. The mage blood drop is still missing, man. Still need that mage blood drop. I wish I would get that. That would be fun to have. All right. No tink. That's all we care about. Divine or nothing. Alright, and then we go for the boss after this. Yep. Nightmare map, let's go. Map completed, right? Yeah. Okay. So in about a month, but when I first started, I enjoyed the Raging Spirit minion build with Flame Wall. I played Raging Spirit on PoE 2 very early during when the game launched, I think. Pretty newbie? Oh, we all are, man. Don't worry. It takes a huge amount of time to get good in this game, man. And to even understand what's going on. I have no clue myself, dude. I just play the game and figure it out, I guess. It's an insane time sink. I mean, we've seen 6 days to get to this point here. It's my only character this league also. Obviously I have a full-time job. This is not my job here, so I didn't play anything else on PoE this league so far. I felt if I put in the time, then it is one character, because anything else is impossible to manage time-wise. But yeah, Raging Spirits is fun. I played it on PoE 2. If you shoot that through the firewall, then you get extra damage as well. It's a little tricky to control. It reminds me of rolling magma here in PoE 1. But obviously it's not the same. Got the teleport buff again, dude. Pain. Yeah, so a lot of it is also my belt. I have the mage blood. Not the mage blood, the headhunter. So whenever I kill a rare, I get the buff that they have. So and some of them have a buff where they teleport to enemies. And then you're teleporting as well. Or some of them have the bubble and so on, you know. So way better than me. I seem to get a certain point, like halfway through Act 2 and start losing interest. I mean, I get that. I get that. Act 3 is quite challenging as well. I feel like the campaign is more there to learn your character and to understand what's going on with the character and figure out what you need before you get into endgame. Not everyone likes the campaign. I don't mind it necessarily, but if you are not having really an OP build already by end of Act 2 that can manage with the campaign, let's say it this way, then it will get a little bit of a struggle, because I think end of Act 2 is a little bit of a damage check. Now, there it is. You need to have a proper damage to defeat the boss. And that's where some people really also lose interest, because it feels a little bit difficult, and it gets better after that, honestly, because then you get access to new stuff and ascendancy and all these things, you know. That's when the game actually starts to pick up. But yeah, So extremely high effort to put into this game, for sure. Like I started some time back as well, and then stopped again because I felt like the game is so much work. And then I came back, and then it clicked at some point, and now I'm. If I start a game, then it's this at the moment, or PoE 2. Like I'm not playing really anything else. Just really fun. I guess I like the learning part about it and the complexity actually. Like how things are coming together and how you're not getting everything explained right away. Need to figure it out a little bit. Obviously, the complexity needs to stay somehow manageable because otherwise people will stay away from it, right? But it's like either you love it or you hate it, I think. This is a game where if you do not like the complexity, then you stay away from it 100%. And you'd be like, this game is a chore. I don't want to play it. Like when Season 13 on Diablo 4, for example, came out, I was kind of hooked because I really liked the DLC. But now that they brought Season 14, again, an absolute lackluster. Like, can't be asked to play that game right now. But there you don't have that complexity, and it's like you hop on, you run some mechanics or whatever, some bosses or whatever you feel at that moment, and you enjoy your build quite fast, and it comes up quite fast. At least to a certain level where you can do, I guess, the highest difficulty of the game. Not competing for a rank, or leaderboard, but at least this way that you can maneuver through the content. But this is also the problem, I think, with this, because it happens so fast that you lose faster the interest. At least if you play it a lot. If you just jump on, like after work for a couple of hours, 2-3 hours, I think this game, the Diablo can be fun, if it's your jam. But if you're like, you have a dedicated gaming session every couple of days or every day, I don't know, man. Tough to play. Launching up now to see what build I was last using. Really never played a game until PoE 2. So I made it to Act 3. Internalized actually Ziggurat encampment. Yeah, Ziggurat encampment is. Yeah, that act is feels a little long sometimes. I get that. Oh, it's an Infernalist. Ah. Infernalist. I think my first character was also an Infernalist. I think. Definitely a witch. Back then. Damn, 99 rich man. The hell? %. Let's go. Yeah, Infernalist was also fun. I think I played something around Spark back then, if I'm not wrong. But I played it only when the game came out. And then back 03, I think I had a character, and then 05 I came back. And then I'll have 2 characters for this league on PoE 2. Alright, done. One thing I never really quite understood was the loot. Like, I don't really understand exactly what I need, and I'm supposed to be like farming specific items. So if you're talking about gear, right? If you talk about gear, then I would say the rule of thumb is, I mean, you have to understand what is scaling your damage, right? So if you're a melee class, for example, of course you want physical damage a lot. My spell that I'm using here this is now PoE 1, right? But principle is the same in PoE 2. I convert physical damage to lightning damage with this spell. So obviously physical damage helps me as well on my weapon. And then you want to make sure that whatever scales your damage, for example, if you're an Infernalist, you obviously have spell damage. You're looking for spell damage. You're looking for, if you build around crit damage. If you build around whatever it is, then you want to focus that your weapon does a lot of damage. That's the first thing, right? Then the armor, boots, and so on, and the gloves, you make sure that you get the resistances. You want all the resistances onto 75% plus. And then you check what defenses are you playing, right? So if you are now an Infernalist, probably you will go for energy shield and high energy shield. So you make sure that you get life, that you get energy shield, that you get resistances, and you look into defenses here, right? For the belt, it's like whatever. You make sure that you get the charm slots on PoE 2, and you make sure that you get resistances, or if you can get a belt like this, like the Headhunter, obviously you don't have really a choice. Sometimes there's also a unique that fits your build very, very well. Then you go for that, right? And then rings. Rings are usually damage and resistances, and amulet same. Damage resistances. And for the damage, you just make sure that you look whatever scales your spell or your main attack. You see it here on top, right? You see it here. Spell, AoE, physical, lightning, duration, and brand, whatever supports your either your spell category or whatever supports your damage type, or this is you want to get on your amulet and so on. And then the helmet, there's usually something on the helmets like plus level to this spell, and then you look at also again armor and defenses and all these things. That's at least how I do it. On PoE 1 and on PoE 2, it's the same. The uniques, you just have to find out what is out there. Google a lot or check the uniques or something. Sometimes you find something. The uniques are not. Uniques are working a little different in this game than they work, for example, in Diablo, right? In Diablo, they are called legendary, and they are just something super highly, let's say, super high affixes, and they are just better items, let's say it this way. Here in PoE, they enable a lot of builds, for example, right? So some uniques are out there where all of a sudden your mana costs are transferred into life cost. If you have a build that has a lot of life regen, for example, and you melee classes, for example, and you don't want to have mana, then you can change that into life or something like that. So this is what the uniques are about. They're enabling a build. That's why I guess they are also called uniques, because they are not just, often enough, they're not really very good in their stats as well. It's just the effect that they have on your build. So they contribute a lot to it. So yeah, sometimes a unique enables your build and makes it even stronger, or if not, then a good rare modifier crafted or with good modifiers is even better to choose. But yeah, as I said, rule of thumb is usually armor, gloves, boots, helmet, rather around defenses and resistances, rings, amulets, weapon, and maybe if you have an offhand focus or something, then rather around damage. That is what you're looking for, I guess. And then you just try to build synergies, right? You try to find what works well with each other, right? If you for example have a spell that, or a build that cast on crit, for example. If you have cast on crit, you obviously need a lot of crit. So you will stack a lot of crit hit chance, or you will try to find an ascendancy, like the Elementalist in PoE. Or not Elementalist. In PoE 2, it's actually the Druid, for example, that has always crits. Like all your attacks that can crit are critting if you choose that ascendancy, the Druid, the Oracle. So you need to figure out what do you want to do with the build actually, right? Is your build supposed to crit a lot? Is your build to just hit extremely hard? Then you stack obviously spell damage and so on. Or maybe both. And then these synergies you put down in the unique tree as well, and your passive tree as well. So you check that you make sure that you skill all the critical damage and crit hit chance nodes. You make sure that you skill the spell damage or mana regen. You always have problems to solve, right? You need to make sure that you have a build that can clear maps, a lot of AoE damage, and you need to have also something that enables you to kill bosses. And if you build around, and then you want to have obviously defenses quite high, and you want to make sure that your resource sustain is there. And these questions, if you ask yourself all the time the questions, okay, is this enabling any of those topics now? Then you can come up with your build. Right? How is this supporting me in my problem solving now? How's it going, Alex? How are you doing, kind sir? I was in a little bit of a talk on Path of Exile stuff that I understood so far, I guess. Enjoy almost frozen water. Does it have a taste at least? So remember, this is why I stopped playing last. I swapped something out of my equipment, and then when I went to put something back on it, then all of a sudden I didn't have the levels to equip anymore. Yeah, this is where you. I mean, we'll see it later, I guess, in 3%. This is where these attributes come into play, right? So all your gems that you have put into your, or all the skill gems and support gems that you have a color. It's not the skill gems, actually the support gems. They have a color. Red, you need strength. Blue, you need intelligence. Green, you need dex. And you can only equip as many. And if you want more, then you need to fulfill a certain level of that attribute that that your gem is doing. So if you press G, for example, you will see a number on top. You'll see a number up top for each of the attributes, how many gems you can actually put in. And if you change your equipment and there was strength on it, or intelligence or whatever, then it can happen that you cannot put it back in. Then you need to put some of these nodes in, where you then have to put in strength or dex in on your passive tree. You can change this also. You can refund and then change it again, so that you can equip these gems again, these support gems. Oh shit! There's a stock box, a strong box, a unique one. Let's go. What we got? Just an ordinary barrel. Oh my god! What the hell? We good or what? Put my water in freezer, forgot to take it back. Does it have some taste at least? Like a slushy. That's what must have happened, because I gamble the boots and then I change them. Now I don't have the dex, yes. But what you can do is, I think in Act 3 it's already possible. There should be I think the hooded one does it. The hooded one says refund passives, and you can go into your passive tree and then take one of these travel nodes, as we call it, right? Again, this is PoE 1, but in PoE 2 it looks similar. These are these attributes here. In PoE 1 they're all predetermined, but in PoE 2 you can then remove one of them or change that then to dex, and then you just make sure that you have enough of all of it. There's no other. I mean, there's a little bit of a side effect, you know, with strength you get health and so on, but this is what these nodes are there for, in order to enable you putting in your sockets, your gems, support gems, and obviously be able to equip gear. So if you're having a, let's say, spellcaster, you're not just putting everything in int. You have to balance it a little bit, depending on what skills and supports you're using. A red and a blue ship have just collided in the Caribbean. Apparently the survivors are marooned. Oh my god. There's no way that anybody really developing this bot thought this would be funny, right? The jokes. I missed the other dad joke API that I had. So sad that it's not there anymore. How am I? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing all right, actually. Yeah. Had an okay day. Nothing too special. I was looking forward to play PoE 2 today, honestly. We're hitting level 100 in 3% of XP. I was grinding the day before, yesterday actually a little bit. So I don't have to grind 40-50% on stream, I guess. So I gotta get back the decks, yes. At least the minimum amount, right? And you will need some more later on anyways. Depending on how many green gems you're putting in. Or you find another, oh shit, or you find another gem where you say, okay, this can also replace it. This support. And that is not dex based.
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
All right. The last, hopefully the last batch of scarabs we purchase. I need to buy maps though. I think I don't have any further maps left. Pain. Yeah, I don't have any left that I can play. So we buy maps after this. Maps! Here in PoE 1 it works a little different actually with the sockets. You have seen the sockets are on the armor. They used to have colors. So all the sockets had a color on the armor and you could only fit in the correct match. You could not just say, okay, put any gem in. So there was another layer of problems back then. You had to solve, okay, I have to have the right colors as well on my armor. And not only the sockets themselves, the number of sockets. So it's only with this league that they added this. And the attributes that you have, strength, dex, etc., are actually only for, or mainly for equipping the gear, and not for the skills necessarily. Oh no, wait, that's stupid. That's nonsense. You actually need to have the dex and strength also if you level up your gems. So yeah, that is also a part of it. That's why this build is strength int. Definitely like stuffed me up because I'm just looking. All my armor I can't wear. I kind of deadlock myself. Yeah, I would just recommend in the base, in the Ziggurat encampment. There's one woman, I think. It's not the hooded one. I think it's one female. Yeah, it's the one female, and then she will say refund passives, and then you now check how much in do you need, how much dex strength do you need potentially, and then you refund it. You will get a warning if some of your skill. I think you get a warning that if some of your skills are not working anymore, and then you respec some of the in points or whatever into dex, so that you get that going again. Otherwise, it will be really difficult. Yeah, really a frustrating experience. How was your day, Alex? What did you do, man? Anything special happened today or what? Boss. Nothing. It was raining this afternoon? Yeah, dude, it poured down here earlier as well. Holy shit. Of course, just when I go back home from the gym, it starts, right? Absolutely soaked. Like, literally the moment I leave the gym. Pouring. It's so weird, but why could I wear the stuff before and then all I did was change a piece of armor and something and then All I decided to... Shit, yeah, this is most likely because on your armor you had dex or strength or something. That is probably why. You had the dex on your armor and you don't have it anymore. And that's when the new armor didn't have it. Not that quantity. Because I have the same here, right? If I take... Do I have any of this? If I take this off, well, I have... It's a bad example now, pain. Okay, I guess... Oh, my build is in this way that I don't need attributes anymore. That's why. Stupid. Okay. So for me, it would be the same, but I have a jewel that makes it this way. I don't need any attributes to consider anymore. I was already confused. Why is that not working now? There's a jewel that just allows me to wear whatever the hell I want without considering strength, etc. Otherwise, I'll be melting in the afternoon. Is it that hot right now? It shouldn't be summer before you know. How is it so hot? All right, maps. Gotta buy maps. And true, okay. Thank you for your help, appreciate it. So I just need to kind of figure out what I took off so I can equip the rest of your gear. Yes, exactly. Or work with a passive tree to help you out in this sense. You will probably level or change it several times when you also ever, I would say, make it to end game. If you can push through, then you will probably change your build again. And I think during the campaign it's for free anyway, so I think. I'm not too sure on this, actually. All right, what I do now is I set my search criteria so that I get maps that do not have these modifiers that I type in. Monster elemental resistance, player elemental or max, I guess, max resistances, avoid ailments, elemental monsters, then thorn elemental reflection, vulnerability, enfeeble, consecrated ground. I think that should be it. And then we want eight modifiers on this B. And summertime is just more hot here. Oh shit, and then Shaper influenced, Elder influenced. If it's summer and it's so warm outside and then it rains, dude, that makes it often even worse. Physical thorns, what did I miss? Players cannot regen life. Wait, why is this on there? What the hell? Oh, this is why. Players cannot regen. I clicked the wrong thing.
I'd consider that.
I should be having trouble getting maps, I guess. Feel like many people are already done with the league, dude. Okay. Oh shit! Oh shit, it's a nightmare map. No, I don't want to play nightmare maps, dude. I don't want to play nightmare maps. I don't want to risk it. No need to risk it. Just some relaxed regular maps for the 2, 4, 6, 8. So when it rains, when it's so hot and then it rains, it gets even worse because of the humidity. Is what I wanted to say, I guess. Something you're specifically chasing, or do you have like max gear kind of thing? So for this character, what I'm chasing right now is level 100. Damn, dude. I'm going for level 100. If I would want to, and then I'm done with this character. Like feel like I've kind of done whatever I wanted to do, also damage wise. If I would want to now further push it, I could. There's an amulet that gives you kind of additional ascendancy points, or it makes sure that you always ignite your damage, which is important for my build. I could get that, and then could move into a bloodline ascendancy that you only have on PoE 1, and could basically max out my damage over time to get even more damage. But I feel like I did the fundamentals and whatever I wanted to do. I'm having good survivability. I wouldn't say I'm immortal, but almost. So I'm okay with this now. And I'm kind of feeling the itch for PoE 2 again. Did you enjoy the cooking clip I sent you? I watched so many of her. Since my whole algorithm is this now, Alex, man. It's just the same song, dude, the whole time. All right, we run these maps and then see. I don't want to sit here and buy hundreds. They would say PoE 1 is better than PoE 2. What do you enjoy more? No, I wouldn't say that. I would say PoE 1 is obviously older. It's like 13-year-old, the game, right? It plays much faster. And is obviously, let's say, already quite balanced, right? In the sense that they have figured out what they wanted to do with this game over the last 13 years, and every league is just additional content, and then you go in for a couple of weeks or month, and then that's it. I enjoy PoE 2 for the end game a lot, because here, as you can see, you buy maps. Okay, hold on, I gotta quickly log in. You buy maps, and then you can kind of decide what map you play, and at the end, if you farm money, it can be the same content over and over again. Whereas in PoE 2, you are kind of forced to, you know, do different maps, and then I like the pinnacle bosses that you first have to reach them in the middle of the map and unlock them and all these things. So I do like PoE 2 a lot for this. I like both games for what they are. However, I can imagine that if they put in the work for PoE 2 and take the right learnings for PoE 1, that over time PoE 2 will just become more my favorite, I guess. Currently, loot, for example, feels what I see also in the community discussions, feels better on PoE 2, and that makes it more satisfying for people to play. So yeah, but what I do not like, for example, is the speed of combat in PoE 2. Now, of course, you can get there as well, but it takes super high invests to come to this level of zooming over the map, right? And I feel this is very satisfying. If you just run into a pack of mobs and they all explode, and you know, you zoom kind of across the map like this, super fun. Whereas, you know, you have in PoE 2 you have the rolls and all these things. I think I might start playing PoE 1, see what happens. Yeah, I think it's for free anyway, so you cannot do a mistake with that. So some people don't like it because it's less accessible, I feel. Because the game is so old, right? They're not investing in anything else than big tutorials or whatever anymore. And the crafting became more accessible with this league, where they added a crafting that you actually are not having only one shot if you put the currency on your item, but more. So that was a big improvement. But many people don't like PoE 1 because it is kind of not self-explanatory, I guess. I'm with the loot sometimes, though. Fully understand what I need, I guess. I mean, if you follow a build, for example, then often they have loot filters, right? There's loot filters that filters out the most stuff that you do not really need, and then you just compare. Like many of my, if you can see many of my stuff here, like it looks like there's no loot, right? But if I deactivate the loot filter, then you see all the loot that is here right now. So it's just filtered out. Like, there's so much loot here, I couldn't see shit if I mean, not that I can see anyways, but yeah. It's just a loot filter that I have that filters all this stuff that is nothing worth or not needed for me out. I'm just focusing on currency right now. That's all I'm farming. Would know what the fuck to do with all that, yeah. And there's on. So if you type in Google to Path of Exile 2 loot filter, there's on the official website, there's creators on the Path of Exile website, there's creators where you can just follow their, you need a PoE account, of course, then that you have that already. You log in and then you just follow the loot filter. And the one that I follow usually is NeverSync. NeverSync is updating its loot filter all the time and has several steps. From semi-strict or softcore, super easy, to uber strict, where they filter out basically everything except the currency. And this you definitely want to do. You don't want to play PoE, at least after the campaign, without a filter. You definitely don't want to have that. Like, it's insane otherwise. Oh my god! We made it! Let's go! The last point, ladies and gentlemen. We're level 100, dude. I didn't even see that coming. Yes. Sweet. So, where do we put it, though? We have all this. We have all that. Damage-wise, I think we're good. I feel like we can either put it into life. I think I put these points I took away. Energy, 5% life, energy shield, or life, or into armor. Could also put it in here. 7% armor and 6% increased life. Or damage. I'll put it here, I guess. Hold on, what is down here? I put it here also, but I don't have anything that generates endurance charges, I guess. Yeah, let's put it for now here and then we're good. Boom. Level 100. God damn it. I just started the map, so we'll finish it. Now I can die however often I want because I don't lose the XP anymore. This is such a relieving feeling, dude. Level 100, dude. What a grind there was. It's crazy. All the other levels went quite fast, and then the last one took me now 3 streams, actually. 2.5, I guess. Crazy. Alright, after this we swap over to PoE 2. The way you move around the map is crazy. So it's like a teller all over the place, but from what I've seen, that's the goal kind of by the end game. So the reason why I teleport is 2 reasons. So this attack is shield charge, right? I'm just charging into my enemies. It's just a melee attack, shield charge. I have also a flame dash. It's just a movement skill, right? I can just teleport forward. And sometimes if you see me randomly teleporting around, that is actually my belt, the headhunter. Because as I said, whenever I kill a rare monster, I take over their buffs or their modifiers. And some of them have a buff where they teleport over and over again. So I will be teleported to the next enemy group all the time. So that is happening. And yeah, one of the things that you do want, not only during, I guess it's quality of life anyways, unless it's part of your damage progression. But one of the things that you definitely want to do latest by endgame is that you have also movement skills, and you know, you can kind of move fast over the maps, because otherwise the grind will take ages, right? Like you want to, it's all about efficiency at the end of the day in the end game. How can I make the most money with the least effort or the most currency? And movement speed on boots is a huge factor, and then you want to have movement skills, teleports and things, right? So yeah, I will also, for example, for my build that I'm targeting on PoE 2 now with the Shieldwall Legionnaire and the Shieldwall, I will also have Shield Charge. That also explodes if everything goes correct, which I think it will. That also explodes my shield wall and ignites enemies. Okay, so I see what you mean. Yeah, exactly. Maps take forever. Yes. And it also helps, right, if you're fighting bosses, that you can get out of the way. Like this teleport is crucial for me to not die to bosses all the time. I just move whenever they do an attack, and then they shoot their attacks into the emptiness, I guess. All right, map completed. All right, see, I didn't need to buy any maps, actually, not that many. Was it 4,250,334,444 XP? Holy shit. All right. The grind finds an end, dude. All right, one last time. We do the plate. 6 days, 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 27 seconds to level 100. Took its time for sure, man. Awesome. Admirable dedication. It's a nice game to just mess around with, right? And if you do not take it too serious, and you say, you know, I don't need to be the fastest in the game. I don't need to go for the, you know, most currency and farm my mirrors during a league, and you just take it easy. A, you will become automatically better. And B, you will have a lot of fun, and you don't mind if you break your build and you need to start over again and whatever. I think for the campaign, and I had this also for quite some time for the campaign, what many people don't understand is the campaign does not need to feel like a chore if you change your mindset, in the sense that the campaign is used to figure out your build, right? What do I actually want to do? And in this debate around, does this game need a campaign skip, yes or no? A, the game is not designed for that, but B, people just want to jump right into maps and play an endgame build, but they do not know how to play that endgame build in the end, right? They just look at an online build, put things together, and they do not know why it works. I think this is where the campaign is extremely important for, to gain that knowledge and understand why it works, even, and what do I need to do in order to maneuver properly in boss fights and so on. So yeah, I think if you're not taking yourself too serious about it, and you have nothing to win, basically, like you're not winning a championship, if you're not having the strongest build and whatever, but at least your build is fun, then you're doing many things right. Okay, is there anything I wanted to do? I guess I wanted to quickly check and see with how much money we end the run. 133 divines, 2,700 chaos orbs, and many shit that I can still sell, I guess. Hold on. Let's pull the wealthy exile up. I guess I spent 10 divine somehow, or I lost in value. I don't know. But yeah. I think I was just too stuck on following a guide, and then when I swapped my equipment, I couldn't wear my gear that I did have on and lost a lot of interest. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with following a guide. Honestly, I think this is also one credible and very valid way to learn the game, right? Because the guide is always safety. You know, if it's a verified creator or whatever, or you know that, or he has a video where he shows that it works. You know that the build works, and if you just follow it strictly, and if it's a good build, you will make it to end game, and you will be able to defeat some bosses and whatever, because the build works, right? Credible way. But I think what you said is correct. Many people just are stuck with following a build, and then they lose interest because they do not understand why things are working, or if they want to mess around themselves, then they do not know how, right? And it's like all about, people think they have to follow the best build, otherwise they cannot have fun, right? And they cannot compare themselves to others. How's it going, Cuddles? And I wonder always why. Where did this stop? Like back in the days, there were also no guides and no internet and all these things. You had to figure out your shit, and you couldn't care less about what others do, right? And at the end of the day, this is more or less a single player game, right? Of course, you can play it with friends and so on, but who do you compare yourself with? If you build his ass, then you build his ass. Then you either figure out how it works, how you can improve it, or you just go on and go again, you know? And before that, I didn't really follow a build before that and enjoyed it more. Yeah, that is usually how it is. And honestly, a build can also be a great inspiration. It can be a great inspiration. Like you can take a build and you see, okay, this guy has this passive, and this is why it works even better, right? Or you figure out, oh, he uses this item, and this is this unique that enables my build more. Then you take it over, and then you go on, right? People who have the most fun are those who make their own builds. They have to learn how to craft gear because it's usually off meta. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I said it in one of my videos that I believe that, like you said, people who, and I turned it into SSF, people who play SSF retain that feeling during a league of being hooked to the game and hooked to the league and having the most fun the longest. They retain that feeling the longest. And I'm convinced that it's 100% correct, the statement. All right, let's boot up PoE 2, I guess, eh? Now that we are level 100, dude. I need to work on the challenges, though, but I will not do this today. So many challenges open, dude. Holy shit. I guess I gotta run nightmare maps, 40 of them, to get this. Have a total of 15 colored sockets on your equipment. Have a socket skill gem reach 60% quality or higher. Damn. So I end up kind of just picking up stuff and hoping that's better than what I had. Crafting gear was for me like, I didn't know if it was doing it right, so I was afraid of doing it. This is where I think that the crafting in PoE 2 is a little bit more accessible. Sorry, not excessive, accessible. Because currency you find quite a lot, and then you have also, for example, you have these omens, right? You have a lot of omens that make sure that you only hit the suffix, or you only have the prefix, or you get another chance for the not the consecrated, for the desecration, is it, or whatever it is, and the soul whale mechanic. Yeah, should be fairly quick. Yeah, I need to figure out how I do it though. All right, let's quickly change. I guess we do this and then do that. Actually, I could do this. Yeah, that's good. Path of Exile 2. Put an Ashes in the Guild sesh later so you can get the quality challenge done. Ah. I didn't even know that this is needed for that. Path of Exile 2. Ooh, look at this guy, dude. Level 16, looking like a chat already? Insane. All right, I want to change all my things though. Because I know exactly if I'm not in the right category, someone will come in and say, oh, this is not PoE 1. No, it's not. That's right. Safe. Good. Good, good, good. I think I have to, do I have to change the streams as well? I think, right? Or is it not showing this? I guess it's not showing there. Cool. All right. Yesterday I couldn't wait, man. Yes, I was literally this close to start a stream last night. And I said I really want to play PoE 2 and I want to start my shield wall build that is not a shield wall build yet because we just punched the shit out of the enemies, dude. I'm one punch man, dude. All right. Good. So you pointed it out, yeah. I figured. That's why I kept saying it. All right. Okay, so this is just a skin, obviously, I purchased for big money. And I blame Cuddles for it because he said I can buy super cool skins for the spells afterwards, which I never bought. Now I have this guy and I just look amazing. And that's all to it, I guess. I don't regret it though, so that's fine. I never bought any of the skills actually. This is actually crazy that I never did that, dude. Herald of Ash. Yesterday I checked if the Herald of Ash is anything here, but it's not, dude. They don't have an Herald of Ash cosmetic for this, so I'm stuck with this shit, dude. I need a better shield though, or something. Where's my portal? Oh, portal's already there. Okay. All right. Fresh start, Act 2. We talked to her first, right? She is Asala. All right, let's do the mine first, I guess. Trial of corruption. Oh, I guess we have to do that first, right? Yeah, so right now, all I'm doing is doing rolling slam. And wait, can I go inside there? No, right? It's locked. Yeah, it's locked. And then we go back to the thingy. Well, just use rolling slam. I pound a little bit back and forth, so I'm just faster. And once I'm hitting level 22-ish, I will be able to get shield wall, and then we switch from the face breaker to one hand and shield. I think there's a unique shield with level 22 or something. So we get that, and then we swap every couple of levels, I guess. It's so, dude, it's so strange to have to play with WASD. Herald of Ash, dude, my dear friend. Oh, level up already. All right. I guess I guess I go this way and then up here because I want to get into the crit chance stuff. Hold on. Where's the warrior stuff? Oh, this is the way we want to be actually. So we don't go up here. We come back here and go back there, I think. No, we gotta go this way, I think. And we get into this here. Yeah, melee damage. This is what I looked at. Okay. So this melee damage, this can take this skill speed, maybe. Or we leave that out and then go up here, I guess. It was so funny yesterday. I was fighting the Act 1 end boss, right? And was just literally standing in front of him and punched him into his face over and over again, dude. It's so good. Obviously, I have a lot of uniques now, right? So I had like 40 diffs or whatever and many exiles. So I just bought for a couple of exiles always some uniques. So this is not a league start kind of poor man build right now. I keep forgetting that I have this. Should make use of this. To be faster. So it's different colors on the gears, like orange. Like is orange. Yeah, orange is unique. Blue is magic. Yellow is rare. And white is obviously normal. And the difference is with white, you usually have only, I think, one prefix. With magic, you can have one prefix and one suffix. With rare, you have up to 3 prefixes and normally up to 3 prefixes and up to 3 suffixes. And the uniques are unique, as I said earlier already, for a good reason, because they usually enable some unique mechanic or some unique stuff that you can do with this, right? So for example, my gloves right now, the face breakers. The face breakers give me +1 to armor per strength. So obviously you can utilize this for strength builds. And I can do unarmed attacks that would be normally used with a one-hand mace's damage, right? So they always enable something unique, right? This helmet, for example, gives me rage, 1% makes that rage, gives 1% extra armor as well. These are just boosts for being fast and running around with 20% movement speed. And this gives extra charges and helps with the survivability, right? Here is increased evasion. And this is what uniques are. You won't see those effects on a rare or on a magic item normally. And that's why they are called uniques. Many of them are also complete not good. Where you then ask your question, why is this even in the game? Like, who would use that, you know? Fast campaign service. Act 1 to Act 4 plus interlude. 50 divine per act. God damn it, dude. What the hell? Did you say 50 divine per act? What the hell? Some uniques are junk. If you're not having the right build for it, I would say so, yes. Some uniques are not enabling anything for you. And some uniques I feel like are just overall junk. So you would say the uniques are what you want over rare? No. Not you cannot say this necessarily. So what you want to make sure is You want to understand what brings your what strengthens your build and gives you the most damage or the best defenses. And then a rare can be much better than a unique. As I said, the uniques usually have less suffixes or prefixes because they have then this unique aspect to it, right? And a rare, hold on, I need to make that. A rare armor can give you much higher health, much higher resistances, and so on, which makes them more worth for your build later in the game, especially. For leveling, these uniques are often being used just to level because they give you the most bang for your buck, I guess, yeah. There's let's say a rare doesn't necessarily is worse because it's not orange, yeah. Like this is in Diablo, it is like this, for example, because the rares do not have aspects, and this is why they are worse. But here it's not the case. Easy. I don't even know where to run, man. Oh shit, this guy. So it really depends on what you want to do with your build and what helps you the most. There's, for example, and if there's an armor for warriors, I would say, or for melee builds that can make your physical damage, part of it, into chaos damage. I think it was like this. And with this, all of a sudden, you can the chaos damage you can use. You could use spells that help you to do more chaos damage or to spread the chaos damage. I forgot the name of the skill actually. I think there's a skill that spreads chaos damage across all the other enemies if they got killed by chaos damage. So there you can see the synergy again, right? It enables you now to do physical damage, transfer it into chaos damage, and then spread that damage to other enemies, because all of a sudden this spell makes sense for you. For your build. Before you couldn't care less about that because you would have not done any chaos damage. Now it does. So this is how these uniques are to be seen. It's just an addition. An enabler. It's never probably the best of strength and life and whatever. I mean, it can be, but not always. But there's something satisfying about just jumping into a pack and blasting it. Probably want to skill quickly the point. Advice, man. I try to understand it, but sometimes get overwhelmed by the numbers. Maybe I'm gonna have to give this another go tomorrow. Hey, as I said, you can take it slow, be patient with you and the game. That's one thing that I can give as an advice. And there's no shame in using a guide just to get to the end game experience and slowly figuring out how the game is doing. Also, there's no shame in watching a YouTube video of a guide where this guy says, yeah, this is what I manipulated, or this is what this mechanic is what I utilized in order to get to this strength, right? You don't have to necessarily do it one-to-one, but it helps already to understand what are the synergies that can be used, right? So inspire yourself with some builds that are already out there. And then if you really want to do this on your own and you have this expectation towards yourself that you want to do your own build and do not want to follow a guide, then at least pick some information out of it and then build around that and understand, okay, these are the things that scale my build. And I need to make sure that I that I put my points into that. Oh, any damage? Just beating that old man on the ground, dude, and slapping the shit out of him. Boom. Thought I was doing so well with that Infernalist build, but when I couldn't gear the equipment, I just fully lost myself on what the fuck. I didn't. I mean, and that is not your fault, right? The game doesn't really explain that well, like, but it's also on purpose like this. It's the complexity that they want in the game that keeps people actually hooked, because they say it's build variety and it gives us the freedom to play how we want, which is a fair approach, but it's not for everyone. Here, this is the guy for refund passives, right? So I can now take my passives away. And now, because I have a character already in the end game, it would cost me money. I'm not sure if it costs you money as well. I'm not sure. I think in PoE 1 you get refund points. I'm not sure if it's in PoE 2 as well. Because I have a character already in endgame, I cannot do this anymore. So in Act 2 is the hooded one, and in Act 3 is somebody else. Does it make sense to keep the gloves already? I guess I buy some of the market if I need them. Okay, 6. When is Shieldwall? I think Shieldwall is 7, right? Yeah, it's 7. I have the Earth, the Shield charge. I have already. Can now level up, obviously. I think I can't refund for free the first time. You can, yes. Yeah, I think you can, yeah. Can be mace. Molten blast, resonating shield. Hold on, resonating shield could be good. Resonating shield. Where's the ferocious? That's also 7. Ferocious roar we need. We need the ferocious roar. Put the Inferno Cry in there. So what is the... With 6 I can't do much actually. I will just upgrade my... I could get the Shockwave Totem actually. But the totem only makes sense if I have Shield Wall, because Shield Wall, the totem will destroy the wall, and then it explodes, hopefully. I guess. All right. I guess I have enough upgrade thingies anyway, so. All right. Next, we go to the trader, to the Halani gates, I guess. Halani. Is this the one? I guess. It's kind of cool, man, with the wings and everything. Oh, is this not we have to fight the traitor, right? She was always kind of annoying. But I think it shouldn't be an issue with this build. Guess we just run through. Once we have a bigger group of enemies, then we fight. Because I will technically also dodge a lot. I was thinking if I want to mess around with cast on dodge as well to move faster. I'll cast something on dodge to move faster through maps and do more clear damage. Something like that. These are the numbers, by the way, that I mentioned earlier, right? You're pretty intelligent, man. It's kind of insane. No, I am. I'm Aussie up too late. I don't say that, man. I just spent way too much time in the last weeks trying to understand it myself. So it's or the last month. It is it's not an easy game, man. But once you figure out some stuff, then you will find out very fast, oh shit, there's more to it. And then you'll be like, okay, I didn't learn anything actually. Gotta go again. Boom. The traitor. Then looting getting better. There's true thought of this stuff. Yes. And that's why many people say this game is not for me and they stick with games like Diablo where there's no shame in this, yeah. It's just people don't want to sit there and learn so much for a video game. All right, see if we can win. Oh shit, I need mana. Oh. Mana might be actually an issue. Ooh. Oh, can you hit the guy, please? What are we doing? I'm not hitting the guy, dude. Oh my god, is this so weird to hit this guy? There it is. That's crazy. You know what's crazy? Why you don't have more viewers? You're engaging with the audience. You're a true gamer, and I really respect that. True man of your craft. I know that's a question I'm not too worried about, honestly. There's many people out there who deserve a bigger audience, I feel, and I don't know. There's no answer on this question actually. It's simply not. It's a very specific niche to be in also, right? Like super nerdy stuff. And I think nowadays what really resonates more with people in terms of content is just drama and stuff. And this goes really well. It's not a guy just sitting in front of his PC yapping about a video game that he really enjoys playing, I guess. And then if people and people if they are into this niche, then they usually want to have information that they can use, right? And it's not that I can say that I understand this game inside out and know what the depth of it. So no, I'm just like to yap about video games, I guess, and play the video game myself and figure things out. That's it. I'm okay where I am. Just right there, dude. It's just a hobby, man. It's not my job. It's just a hobby, and I never have intention to make money with it, I guess, anyway, so it's fine. We're good where we are, man. But I appreciate that, man. Don't get me wrong here. I do appreciate that compliment. I'm super hyped about what they will do with this game for 1.0 and how this game develops, or how successful this game will be with 1.0. Because I feel this game got a lot of extra push of people coming into this game that had never were considering playing Path of Exile 1, for example. And now they find the world of Path of Exile and get sucked in, I guess, which is super fun. Like so many people coming in and say, "Do you recommend Path of Exile 1?" And my answer is always the same. I don't know what you're waiting for. The game is for free, dude. What are we talking? Like, what are you losing other than a little bit of time that you would have spent on another video game potentially, right? You're not losing anything. I think it's currently rather the other way around, right? If people ask, is PoE 2 worth it? Then my answer would rather be like, if you're not sure if this type of game is for you, then wait a couple of months until it's for free. I don't regret my purchase. Spent a lot of time already in it. Definitely got my worth of money back, my value of money back, I guess. Ba, 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 ba. They're so satisfying, these Herald of Ash explosions. It's probably my favorite spell in the game, dude. It was the same in PoE 1. It is the same here, dude. I wish and I really hope that they make it good like it is in PoE 1. I wonder if I can get this build actually into a Herald stacking kind of thing, but we're missing the Herald of Hive where we get extra damage from it. But it would be kind of fun to see lightning and ice and stuff coming after we kill enemies. So maybe I will look into cast some crit lightning storm or something. If I can. Been gaming since I was like 11 years old, started on the OG RuneScape. I'm 30 now, and I feel like these sorts of games are the only ones keeping my interest. For me, so I started gaming also quite early, probably the same. And I'm mid 30 now. And for me, it was funny because I played a lot of MMORPGs during my, let's say, gaming time when I was younger. And in particular, World of Warcraft. I spent so much time in World of Warcraft. And then I had a phase where I played a lot of shooters. Not Call of Duty. I never got into Call of Duty, but for example, Escape from Tarkov, rather the milsim kind of stuff. And I just over the last 3 years, I would say, got more interest in RPGs and also ARPGs. Played a lot of Elden Ring the last year in particular, and got, let's say, the passion back of playing more difficult games in the sense where you need to figure out stuff first, and dabbled around with PoE here and there, but never really got into it. And now since, I'd say since 3 leagues in PoE 1 and with the launch of PoE 2 early access, I really got the interest here. Oh, we're may struggle a little bit with the damage. Maybe not though. Oh shit. Guess I was positioned right. No, we're not missing damage, dude. We're just good. All right, he's done. This is, it's so funny how we just flip around. Oh, he's not. No, he's done. Yeah. And same CS and DayZ, the mod, not the official release. Speaking my language, love Elden Ring, love Skyrim, dude. Elden Ring, I have probably, I don't know, played this game. I don't know how many playthroughs I have done. 10 at least. And then always, you know, try to play the game only with this type of weapon or with this type of damage type. After all, after many normal playthroughs, it's one of the greatest games that are out there, man. Definitely one of the greatest games out there. That's maybe 5 years. I've struggled to find any game that I want to sync. Any real, dude. I get that. I really get that. But for me in particular, it was kind of difficult to make the decision to go into new stuff, different stuff, right? Or maybe I want to buy that back. No, obviously because I also make content around the gaming stuff that I do, right? And I put videos out, and I would lie if I would not be interested in people seeing this stuff also, right? So obviously there's always the concern behind, okay, is this something that people are interested in or no? Is this a skill gem 7? Oh shit. That's Shieldwall. Let's go. And that was a difficult decision to make, to then dabble with others. But then, as I said earlier, and I'm in full peace with that mindset, I don't want to make my own enjoyment in video games dependent on if people come and watch it, you know? Like I play what I enjoy the most and where I can dig time into or put time into. And that's all that it is. Because it will transfer. Like if I'm not having fun what I'm doing, then I have a very readable face. You will see that in my face 100%. And I don't want that, any of that shit. Do I need anything else though, is a question. We have Shield Wall now. We need level 22 for it though. So we continue with that, and then we make the swap to Shield Wall, I think, with 22. Shield Wall. We need another +7 skill cut gem. Something like that. Was then the quarry already? Valley of Titans. Alani Gates. Trial of Secamus. I guess we go here. Well, that's maybe 5 years of struggle to find. And one big thing that also helped me to find a game where I want to spend time with and find joy in is as I said earlier, right? Changing the mindset a little bit in the sense, like, who do I have to prove anything? If I do not finish the game super fast, or I'm not having the most meta of the meta builds and all these things, there's no one that I have to prove anything to. So taking it slow, exploring stuff, and doing the things that you like the most in a video game helps also a lot with this. But yeah, World of Warcraft, for example, is a game that I always try to get back into, and I can't. And I realize it's more about it's not always the game is just not good anymore or whatever, but it's often really a mindset that is also often enough transferred by the community to over to you. Like when this game is so toxic, like try to do a key run in retail in World of Warcraft, for example. Right? If you're not knowing exactly every boss mechanic inside out, and if it's your first time, you get shit on by other people. And this really removes the fun. So if you got out of touch with a game, then you really have to either get back into it and go through the painful way by being bullied on, I guess. Or yeah, you find a game that has a better community, I guess. I think it's cool. What I've been swapping between lately is the new Hell Let Loose Vietnam, because I love the original, but that's my FPS side talking. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of games like Mega Bonk. It's all right. Risk of Rain 2 was fun. There's a new I think it's early access, what I've seen circling around is the new There's No Room in Hell or something. It looks fun. Mega Bongo had its time also, which was fun. I actually also love Hell Let Loose. I have not played the Vietnam though. I might need to look into it. That was hella fun with friends. That was hella fun with friends. Unfortunately, I moved out of the country I was living in. I'm German originally, so I moved out of the country, and all my friends are still back there. And now we have a significant time gap, so it's kind of difficult to get the people together to play it. And then the ping and latency is also an issue. But this was a hell of a fun, dude. We were sitting with three guys in a tank. I think you could sit there with three. One was driving, one was scouting, and the other one was shooting. Right? So fun, dude. It's a very fun game. One game that I started on this channel actually with was also a shooter, which is called BattleBit. BattleBit is like a Minecraft type of graphics shooter, and that was so good. It was insanely hyped. And then the developers just dropped the game and just didn't develop further. And now they kind of come back and want to do a remake of the game. I guess money ran out or so. I don't know, but this was really, I had so much fun on that game. This was crazy because the proximity chat was so fun with people role playing shit and messing around with each other. It was really fun. Proximity chat makes shooters so much better, dude. Yeah, exactly. I have a lot of American friends. At the time difference is so hard sometimes, especially because of work. Never gave it a try. Yeah, BattleBit was really cool. I wouldn't recommend it right now because obviously it's in shambles and there's no community behind that plays it a lot. At least not enough players, I would say. I don't know if they can recover, but if this thing ever sees a prime time again, dude, I would definitely down to play that again. Yeah, I can imagine Australia to the US is insane, dude. Oh, unless you're not in Australia, but I think you mentioned earlier you're Australian, right? That is insane time difference. For me, it's India. It's like 4.5 hours or 3.5 hours to Europe. Yeah. Not jawbone. Is this a better armor? No. 141. It's 2 a.m. right now? Damn, dude. Yeah, it's what 9:30 over here. That's crazy. Okay, I don't have work tomorrow? Hell yeah. Physical damage increased. All right, and my war cry obviously is physical, right? Inferno cry? Not. It's AoE. So this doesn't help us really. So we need to swap that. This adds extra damage, stun duration, attack speed. Maybe we go for something attack speed wise. 24% should cause bleeding on hit. Attack speed is good though. And the rage is also good. 5% damage taken recouped as life. So maybe we keep that actually. Not for the physical damage, but for the attack speed and the rage effect. All right, maybe I just run through and we try to find the bone pits. We need one more level actually. So maybe it's not stupid to quickly farm that because then we can put on shield wall. Oh my god. These guys are dangerous. There it is. Okay. Now we need a good shield. A good shield. And change to one-hand mace. Definitely an FPS, man. I think it was the whole proximity and chat of Hell Let Loose that got me so hooked. One of the best feelings being tactical as fuck and sweeping up behind. I mean, that is one thing for sure. But what I also love about the proximity chats and shooter, and especially is just memeing around with people, dude. Like, there's so many funny situations that I had in BattleBit back then, dude. And because I'm in India and in Asia, I have to play on Japanese servers and whatever on that game. And then you have these, like, say, very introvert Japanese people speaking in a bad English to you and try to, mess around with you as well. It's hilarious, dude. See, more intense. The foliage makes it so much more sneaky. Damn, I need to look into that game, dude. Thanks for recommending it. I didn't know that they made a Vietnam DLC or whatever version. All right, perfect. Let's go back to Thingy and then quickly buy some shit, I guess. Quickly buy and equip some stuff. We need better gloves now. This can go. I think I have a... For the... I guess we use this. It's a one hand, right? Yeah. And then we need an insane shield. Preferably unique with level 22. Unless the market is down, then we're screwed. Because we need a lot of armor. I guess market is down, eh? Pain! Do we have a better shield? Any shield? No. All right. See if the website also. Oh, we're back. We're so back, dude. Let's go. Shield. Any rarity, unique, max level. A new game. I played the pre-release. It's definitely more janky at the moment compared to Hell Let Loose, but I kind of expect that nowadays for the new releases. Just kind of sad to think about whenever it happened to the game being polished and released. Yeah, I mean these days are over, bro. It's completely done. The the pressure, the cost pressure on these games are so high that they will launch it early access and they expect the users, let's say it this way, to accept a bad a bad game for sure. Okay, so there's a window to paradise. 121 raise shield, 95 increased armor. Oh shit, this is huge actually. Hold on. This is actually huge. Let's get that one. Resistances inflict elemental exposure to enemies 3 meters in front of you. Oh yeah. Give me this. Give me that. Boom. All right. Anything else good here? Okay. Good that we have that. Now we can, hold on. Now we can use the shield wall. Now we can use the shield charge. Put a support gem up. Oh shit, what do we support the... I guess rapid attacks on shield wall? Maybe? Where did I put this in? Huh? Am I stupid? Ah, here. What I found is it's hard to get newer players into it though, because of the bank in the beginning, the jank in the beginning. By the time the game has actually been polished up to the hype, the hype is gone, and sadly the player base. That's the downside of it, right? That's for sure the downside. I don't know. Some games manage to get over it though. It's quite strange. What does Intimidate do for us? Clicks 10% increased damage taken and 10% reduced damage dealt. Any skill gems that I can upgrade? Shield charge, yep. All right, shield charge now. I feel like I put the shield charge on this. Raise shield, we don't need. We now need the shield wall on the one. I wonder if we even need the rolling slam actually anymore. Let's do this. We need the shield charge to explode it. Inferno Cry potentially for the pounds here, and then if we are not managing, then with this. I need another. Oh damn! Look at this. Super slow. We need a rapid attack on this as well. Rapid attack. I don't really know what we put in as support gems actually. Let me see. Gems. Brutality, physical damage, no chaos damage, no elemental. I think that's not good, right? No elemental. Explosion length is 4 meters. See, there's an explosion. The question is if it's elemental damage. You know what's ridiculous, bro, is people still buying the same Call of Duty shit. Don't get me wrong, I love Black Ops 1 and 2 and maybe even 3, Modern Warfare 2 original. But damn, it's becoming old. Oh, how do I say this? I think there's a formula that Call of Duty has that just works. You hop on the game, you do some kills, you run around, you have fun with it, right? And this is, I think, nowadays, because of the attention span that went down so drastically with all the social media stuff, this is really what works for people. And then there's this coping mechanism behind that where they say this one is really the better one. They learned from the last one. It will be the better one, right? But what we see now also with bigger streamers, for example, moving away from that game, that there is somewhat of a movement, people not wanting that anymore, kind of, right? So I don't know, man. Maybe we see a change on that. Bup, 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 bup. It's a favorite class in PoE 2. I like the Oracle Druid because of the always crit ascendancy. I had a very good time with this so far. That I would say is something that I really enjoy. This in here. And I hope that I will like the Gemling as well with this ascendancy that I'm currently playing. With this build that I'm playing. I do. What did I play back then? I did like the mage or the infernalist build that I had. That was also fun with, I think, with Spark and stuff. This was also the Raging Spirit stuff, I think. This I also liked. But it didn't keep me really entertained for long. Oh, damn, I can put on these as well. It's all energy shield, though. I'm usually more a spellcaster kind of person, for whatever reason, in PoE at least. But somehow, right now, I'm really enjoying the melee builds. Or the idea of having a melee build, I guess. I need better gloves, I think. I need gloves now because I think I cannot use the face breaker with the weapon that I have. You know what we do? Do I have Leap Slam already? No. So we get a 7. I don't have a level 7. So we get an 8, I guess. Or maybe we don't do that. Let's not do that. Let's not get a higher skill. The supports are okay, but let's not get a higher skill gem. I don't want to do that. Because I kind of want to feel how this also as a league starter would work, you know? Even though I have all the equipment already. I'm deviating from that already. I think I've tried Witch and Sorcerer. That's about it at this point. I think I'll give something else a go. I think you should, absolutely. Like, there's so much variety in this. It definitely is worth the variety is really literally unlimited. And that's the fun part about it. Heavy swings, close combat, heavy swing, What else can we put on this? I need a rapid attack on my shield charge, though. I should actually change this also. 35%. It's 50% less damage, though. That's actually crazy. Probably don't want that 50% less damage. Maybe I change this to 1 or to 2. The damage reduction is actually crazy. We need this to balance out our thingies later. Put the fire attunement down here. Oh, we actually don't need rolling slam anymore, I just realized. Can use this for leap slam, maybe. We don't need this. I need a better ring. Some better rings with life leech, life, and fist damage, maybe something like that. Yeah, we may need to look into this. Physical damage attack is life. This is actually good. Hold on, let's put a regal up on this. 14 resistance. Maybe exalt this B. Mana regen. Well, kinda okay. Maximum mana. Well, kinda ass. We got some resistances out of it, I guess. And some leech. Did I catch you right that you're right? Yes, you caught that right. I am over here right now. For work. I will tell you a tale. We need gloves, I said, right? Gloves. Any good gloves? These are boots. Evasion. She has the magic stuff, right? Yeah. Where's the Zanka? I think he's the gamble guy, right? Let's gamble for some gloves. Is he not the gamble guy? He's not. I'm not sure if there's even a gamble guy already. All right, let's sell this then and come back after the next level, I guess. Well, I could check if they have a better ring, though, that I could upgrade. How much armor does this have? 141? This says 148. 168 with fire res. This has strength, life regen per second. That's kind of nice. Evasion rating and dex. I mean, I could buy this also and just upgrade it, right? Evasion rating. Oh shit, this is huge. 229. Body armor, or this is only evasion. I need armor, actually. Body armor. 184. I kind of want to gamble for one, but I do not know where the guy for gambling is here. All right. Do I need any further supports? We need actually the shockwave totem as well. That's a 5 one, right? Do I have a 5? I have a 5. Was it shockwave? Yes. This we need. And then we can take this off. Maybe put the shockwave up here. For the totem, it's pretty cool. How's the internet there? Australia's internet is literally the worst. I mean, it's not that bad, but it was horrible not so long ago. So I guess where I live, uh, it's a bigger city, and I have 600 gig up and down in a fiber. So there's almost fiber everywhere. So the internet is pretty good, but the distance and server locations, the server locations are usually somewhere, you know, and that is rather a problem. Because then you have a high ping, which is especially annoying on FPS games. Urge and Totem. Support skill have increased totem by oh shit, we need that. Totems created by spellcast by totems created by supported skills have 20% increased cast speed. Attacks used by totems created. Okay, I guess we need that. Best we get in Australia is 1 gig up and 1 gig down, and that's fiber to the house. Am I? Hold on. No, hold on. No, it's not. It's not 600 gig. It's not 600 gig. 600 gig would be insane. It's 1 gig max, and I took the 600 mbit up and down this way. This is where I had the gig in my mind. It's 1 gig up or down. That's the most you can get. I think it's also standard, technology standard. You're right. It's 600 mbit. I just ran a speed test, and it's 600 mbit. 600 gig would be insane, dude. That would be crazy. Yeah, 600 mbit. It's not gig. That would be insane. I guess I keep this. Like this Shieldwall will be longer and this. 300, 400 mbit down. That's for Starlink, but damn, that would be sick. Yeah, 600 gig would be crazy. We have to wait some more years for that, I guess. Okay, let's continue, I guess. I cannot buy any. There's nothing else I can buy here, I guess. What is she selling? Rizu? Anything? Oh shit. Oh shit. She has armor. Hell yeah. Random. Oh, she's the gamble person. Sweet. All right, we're gonna gamble the shit out of this. We need a good ring. Max life, cold resist. Physical life as mana. Oh, is this mana? Is life? Is life. Life regen per second is nice. 5 mana per enemy kill. This is kind of nice. This is kind of crap. And we got the fire S. I guess we go on this. Does it also have onslaught? No. It's the onslaught war. Okay, yeah. Okay, we don't need this. We need now gloves. Good armor gloves. Pure armor. There you go. $49 armor. 2 life per enemy hit with attacks. 2 mana per kill. Critical damage bonus. $49 armor? Why is this so low? Life. 24 max life is not bad. Could actually craft on this. But then the armor is again that low, right? Oh no, it's 49 actually. Maybe I craft on those. These would be the next best, I guess. Oh no, it's the armor that is super low. So I guess then this one would be the best next afterwards with 49. And the leech, and we have suffixes open, so we can craft on those. Accuracy is also kind of nice, I guess. I don't know. Dexterity, crit damage. Yeah, I don't know. We'll sell all this. Okay, so let's craft on those. The question, man, I got a bit off topic for a bit. Wife's about to shoot me and going to have to go, but I hope you have a great rest of your stream. Pixa, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for staying for a chat, dude. Have some good sleep. And I guess I catch you at some point again, man. Hopefully. Hopefully you get your way back into PoE and you enjoy it. If you ever have a question that I can answer, I'm happy to answer them, dude. Regal up. The mana is pain, dude. Gain 8 life per kill and resistances. $49.49. This is double the resistances, so we keep those, I guess. Okay, we're good now. Let's sell those. And we're good to go. So we run into enemies, we put the shield wall down and break it with the shield charge, actually. Oh wait. I should have a portal open, right? Unless it's closed already. Oh, there it is. Damn. Oh shit. Didn't I not do this already? I think I did this already. All right, nice. It also doesn't cost too much mana. That's good. Oh, I ran. I need leap jump though. I need the next to spend the next one on leap jump. I could have sworn I did this already. I was somewhere else, no? I cannot sprint the whole time. I keep forgetting that. I'm pretty convinced I did this already. Let me go back to that point here and check. I was in the bone pits, yeah. I did this all already. All right, let's do the bone pits. The bone pit. a good bit of energy recovery or life recovery, I guess. So good, dude. Bomb. Oh, and they need the shockwave totem. Hold on. I guess we put that on the 3. Or maybe on the 1 and this on the 3. That totem is crazy. Cool. So we put that totem down and then just let things explode. It's so good. Yeah, the leap jump would be good, or the leap slam would be good for some more movement, I guess. Then we don't necessarily need pounds anymore. I guess the pounds is good for the mark that it leaves behind, though. Well, we do not have that support gem on it yet. Where did this guy go? Oh, oh, no mana. Boom. Well, that was simple. Nope. We don't need the helmet. Um, I have the relic. This is good. We have this. I need to identify this quickly. 95 armor. This is 141 end evasion, so we don't need that. Actually, I could have seen this before. Okay. Rapid attacks 3. All gems. Boom. Put that in here. And then we need Do I have something in my Herald of Ash already? No. Magnified, maybe, area? Oh, I need more spirit for that. Okay. You already have one? Oh, I have the magnified area actually already. Fire mastery. Oh, one support fire skill. Hmm. Supported skills do 30% more non-element damage over time. Herald of Ash doesn't do element damage, right? It does fire, but it's not ignite. But there is an ignite to it as well. Kind of like the ignite on it though. So fire mastery. Concentrated area. Deals 30% more area damage, less area of effect. Well, that's annoying. What level are you now with this character? I am 22. My other character is level 100. This is PoE 2 now. And you aim to level 100? No, with this one on PoE 1 I aimed. With this one I'm aiming to endgame. Just campaign now, story. Just going through the story now. You play PoE 2. Yep. Welcome back, Alex. Predator's Mark. This is the one that I was looking for. Yeah, it takes actually extra damage. So we don't need anything on this. So for shield charge, I want to have something though. For shield charge, maybe close combat could be good. I'm still here. Just scroll down TikTok to see if I find something funny to share. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, man. Or we just go with rage. Uruk smelting? I guess we go with rage. 5% rage on melee hit, supported skill at 50% attack speed while you are not maximum rage. So on close combat, 30% attack damage to within enemies. Rage. All right, let's go to Keth. Where's Keth? Valley of Titans, Keth. There. So now I believe I have the same algorithm with all people I shared the clips with. Yeah, 100%. It's all the same now, dude. We're all sharing the same algorithm. Need to get my ascendancy actually going, dude. Maybe I'd run the ascendancy. Could try it actually. Cool. What a fun, isn't it? Oh, I've not found that before, I think. Oh shit. Uncut Spirit Gem. We need that. Uncut Spirit Gem 7. Nice. I want to go in here. I need the Leap Slam, man. I need an Uncut Skill Gem. I need it. What is these? Abandoned Prayer? What am I doing with this? I guess I opened its chest. That's all I want. You know that you have seen this reel, Alex, where this this woman feeds her husband off the camera some Chinese noodles, and he all of a sudden say, "What the hell? Why this tastes so good?" That's so good, dude. This made me laugh yesterday, dude. He completely transformed into the Asian or Chinese dialect, I guess. Never saw it. Send it to me. I need to send it to you. It's just so funny, dude. Just transforms with every bite he takes. Checkpoint. Dude, the second must try will be playing with this actually. As a melee. Just can't with the nails though. I'll look. Oh! Holy. The hell? Almost died here, dude. Nice. The totem is really nice, dude. She got a little bit of negative comments when she prepared crepes. And these crepes were still, I think she's Chinese, right? Or Japanese, I don't know. But those were still alive. And people couldn't manage that, how food is being prepared, you know? They must be from China. I think so too, yeah. Spirit gem. Japan doesn't do like that. I was just not sure because of the towel she's always using, you know? It's almost everything. Yeah, I know. Way they cook is something. Yeah, I know. It's not for everyone, for sure. They even eat bats. Yeah, it's definitely a special cuisine, dude. Gotta grow up with, I guess, to enjoy that. Oh shit. Oh my god. Sweet, dude. Love these explosions already. I don't know if I ever told you, but we also have weird food here. I think, no offense, from European perspective, there's many weird food over here in Asia in general. So I got used to so many things already where I'm not disgusted anymore. I say, well, it's just different, you know? Like whenever it comes to insects and all these things, when this is being prepared for food, I'm out obviously, but like it's just normal in that specific culture. So why judging? No, you hear this and probably shocked. I don't think so, man. Hit me with it, dude. I mean, French people, for example, they like to eat frog legs. You know, some of them, not everyone, of course, but it's just part of it. In the area, in certain area here, they eat dogs. Well, that they do in China as well, right? Don't agree with it, but it's just a different culture, you know? China eats monkey and dogs as well. but also not everyone. Do we need magnified area for the explosion or no? Herald of Ash has this already. I could actually go for magnified area 2 or 3, I guess, for more area. I guess 2 because 3 has a damage implication, I think. The shield charge feels so clunky in this game, dude. I'm not sure if I like it too much. And I used to eat dogs. I hate it when you put it in the fridge. Oh no. Yeah, I think many people just find it strange and disgusting because obviously we treat dogs as pets, right? So that's why people are so shocked about that. At the end of the day, it's also an animal, right? And if you apply these moral standards, then you should probably become vegetarian anyway. I'm not saying again eating dogs is the right thing or whatever, but yeah. Like we also some have fish as pets, right? Yet people eat fish without hesitation. It's kind of contradicting in this sense. It's not like petable dogs. You don't know the breed name. I feel like many people who eat meat, they eat meat because they do not know and can neglect and ignore how the food is being prepared, right? At the end of the day, there's an animal that dies for you so that you have your meat. That's not like golden retriever. Yeah, that would be crazy. Where's the last guy? It's more like wild dogs. I see. A tower shield. Well, I have no idea how I should do the trial of Sekhmet, actually. Because if I get hit, I'm dead. Shield walling the heck out of him, dude. Boom. Easy game. Yeah, I watched one time about how China ate monkey brain. It was terrifying. It's still stuck in my head now. I think I have seen that clip as well, or that. Yeah. There's some weird shit going on, dude, in the world. But yeah, it's just a different culture, man. It's a different culture, different standards, different value system. So we don't understand that shit because we're not living in that. Okay, maybe I tried the Sekamas trial. Kind of would like to have to leap first. Warbanner could be fun as well, dude. Mm. 100% of monster power as glory for this skill on. Hitting with an attack requires 200 glory to use. Banner aura radius. Targets 25 attack damage. Accuracy, speed. Yeah, I don't know if we need that for now. What I need to do is magnified area. That's what we need now. Magnified area, all gems, 2. Yes. We need that magnified area, and we need to put that right into Herald of Ash. Boom. Herald of Ash. I don't need Rolling Slam anymore. I can put this somewhere here. I don't know. Boom. I can identify, and then we go for the Secamus trial, I guess. Okay. Let's do the Secamus trial for the first ascendancy. First ascendancy. Don't even know which ascendancy we would choose, honestly. I mean, obviously Shieldwall Legionnaire, but where to put the points? I guess towards the Thaumaturgy or whatever it's named. Hold on, let's change the song. Okay, so we put that here. I need to put my relics on though. All right, so we need as much as honor, resistance, or honor. Maximum honor. Honor resistance. Hold on, maybe we can do this, do that, do this. Honor restored. Increase maximum honor. Increased. I'm not sure about this one, if I need this, if I have a better one. Setting. Gonna move to mobile? Yes, sir. Yeah, I guess I go for this one rather. This one rather, put this here. And then can go for that, I guess. Confirm. All right, let's let the pain begin, dude. Oh my god, already? Already? Where's the switch though? Oh, it's probably over there, huh? Huh? Dude, there's gonna be a challenge with this. Oh, here's the lever. The leap jump would be nice. That should be okay for the first ascendancy though. Because everything dies with one shot, right? I just need to be quite good about putting up the shield wall and the totem and shit. Should be okay. Okay, you and your minions know that less damage, 25% less sacred water found. Gauntlet, chalice. 25%, that's 250 less, dude. I don't want that. I also don't want to run the gauntlet again though, but it is what it is. Let's go for this. Let's run the gauntlet. Gotta go through that full animation, I guess. Oh my god, yeah, we don't want to mess with this at all, dude. Oh, put the totem down. So done with PoE 1 for this league? Most likely. I will just run the challenges off stream and play more now my PoE 2 character, I guess. Dude, this is so bad. I don't want to do this trial gauntlet shit, dude. Because they have all these range attacks. The updates you guys talking about last time? The leaks, you mean? Or what? Leagues or seasons? Yes. There's leagues. It's like seasons, if you want to say. Other games call it seasons. And then there's always a new bigger update which changes the game. Sometimes quite significant, sometimes not. And then the people return for a couple of weeks and play the game again. And then once they are done with the league and they, you know, have everything done that they wanted, then they stop again. It's basically the whole shebang about it. Ritual, huh? Damn, dude. Easy. At least your 249 bucks still can be used here. It can be used in both, actually. Yes, you're right. It's not 249 bucks though. Monster taps 30% less life. Sweet. You are cursed with enfeeble. Enfeeble is I do less damage, right? That sucks. %. Damn. Oh! What are you doing? No! No, I didn't pay attention. Where's the thing? Has to be here, right? Okay, gain infliction and additional. Brother, what? Okay. 50% less energy shield. Oh no, my energy shield is 0. Well, we take this then. Nah, I call it 249 from now on. 240, 350, dude. All in a day's work. 250 or 350? No, it's 250. Less than 250. And that was a reference to Tarkov. Bronze Greaves, huh? Oh no, it's the boots. We don't need boots. That's 350. No, 250. 250. 2. Don't make it worse. Oh no, it's the gauntlet again, dude. I'll just run through, I guess. No, 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 no. I cannot do that. Do not care about the loot. We just run through. Oh, get me out of this. No. Oof. Let's go. Done. Um, no, I don't need any of this, I guess. What if? No, we don't need it. It's fine. All right, let's fight the boss. 249 for this, 350 for that. The other one was 250 as well. Oh my god. Don't die. Boom. We got the ascendancy. Let's go, man. Sweet. Iron Ring could be good. This could be good. All right, nice. First ascendancy in the books, man. Next one will also be easy with the chaos. Altar of Ascendancy. Gambling Legionnaire. Ascend. Now we spend. Now we want to spend 2 points, and it will be these two. Virtuous Barrier. Virtuous Barrier gains a random mode every 1.85 seconds. Maximum of each attribute of mode 3 plus number. Skills you have which require that attribute. Okay. Single attribute skill grant twice as many maximum modes. 2% increased life per strength. 5% armor evasion and energy shield per dex. And 5 increased life generation per int. Okay. Boom. Intelligence mode. Strength mode. All right, we got keys. Helmet or mage cage? Maybe we get a good helmet here. I don't know. All the updates, it costs 600 bucks. You wouldn't be wrong with that. It's so expensive now, Tarkov. Body armor, small relic. Body armor, body armor. No room, no room. Can only purchase here. All right. Let's leave. I think there's nothing good, right? Armor, no. Good, we got the ascendancy. We got everything. We don't need to do anything else. Sweet. Okay, back to this. And then into the next area, I guess. Quickly just selling and upgrading. Body armor 96. I have 141. Well, this is also energy shield. We don't need that. Okay, this has 178. So this is better. Increased armor and energy shield. Increased armor and strength. We don't need that. Max life. We hit the life on this though. Ooh. Life per enemy killed. Okay. We don't have the cold race though. We have life, less life, more attributes though. Fists and fire damage to attacks. I guess we keep the resistance though. I think I just wasted some points, but that's okay. Okay, we need those somewhere. Maybe for later. Should we craft on the helmet? Maximum life. I don't think I need to. I think I should do this though. Should craft on this quickly. Or I guess I gamble for a better armor. Okay. Where's the relic stash? I don't have relic stash here, right? Okay. Let's gamba. Armor. Evasion. Armor. And body armor. Armor only. Evasion. So what do we have here? 141. Got strength, life regen, and life I would like to have, right? 150, 141, there's 176. This is life regen. 35 life is also nice though, but a little less armor. This is kind of nice. Well, shit, level 27. Do we keep this or what? It's like life is quite good. It's tier 11, tier 10, tier 5. There's some resistances on it. All right, let's craft on this quickly and see if we can hit life or something. Thorn. There's a little life, not much. Too little, actually. But I got 212. It's much better than this. Now we can see if we use that later. 249 for a little bit more armor, maybe. I don't know. Let me socket this actually. Where's the armor socket? This one, right? Yeah. All right, and then we need augments. Iron rune would be good. There you go. Level 15. We put one of those baddies in. Put one of those baddies in. Sweet. All right, how much armor do we have now? 61%. Cool. Okay. I have been to Keth and the Buried Shrine, correct? So here we have done everything. Keth is done. Buried Shrine is done. Then we have to go Valley of Titans, a Crown of Stone. I think I have still this open. What is this? Where's the Valley of Titan? Oh, this is the Valley of Titan, actually. Okay. Oh, this is the one for the relics, actually. Shockwave Totem is amazing for this, dude. Ignored rip. Where do I get the energy shield from though? Oh, from boots. Boom, boom. Calm charges or duration? I feel like duration might be good. Or maybe another charge. Actually, the charge might be good. What did I pick last time? Charges, yeah. Okay. A graveyard for Titans. No. Where's this thing? It should be the shrine here, right? There it is. Second, and the other one should be, I think, to the left here. Oh my god. Nothing good. I need to watch where I put my mouse, actually. Jumping into the wrong direction because of it. Boom. All done. Wait, this should be all, no? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, down there. Okay. It's a little slower because the shield wall takes so long, but it does a lot of damage. And I think with leap slam and so on, it will be quite fun. It's just hella tanky already, which I do really appreciate, honestly. Where do I want to go from here, though? I want to go in this path. Don't think we need really totem. I want to have this physical damage. I don't know about the hate. Maybe the hate could be good something here. Primal rage, maybe. With the rage. Projectile bulwark, maybe. Let's see. It's pretty fun to just stand there and tank everything. Unless we lay down, dude. Hey, monkey, how's it going? How is life? Good to see you. How are you? I'm doing very good. I am doing very good. I enjoy Path of Exile a lot. And I went to the gym today. It's all good. Is that a crazy anymore about finding good in it all? Oh shit. I mean, that's a good mentality. Finding something good, and you know, who knows what this all is good for, right? Who knows? Maybe it brings you to something that lets you further grow. Or enables an opportunity that otherwise would have never come. How's this guy even able to hit me over the shield wall, dude? What? You been looking into any new games to distract you from the stress, maybe a little bit? Get your hair, you look great. Thank you so much. Yeah, we've been growing. All days are gone. Kinda. Until I get sick of it, I guess. Thank you, though. Guess we take more damage there. Are you still on Arc Raiders actually, or were you back to Call of Duty or something? I know you've been liking Arc Raiders a lot. Actually, crazy what happened to that game, honestly. They had it all. And lost it, I guess. I love solo arc still. Yeah, I saw some clips of you playing it solo and shooting fools. Where do I need to go? I never really got into that game. It's kind of strange. But I think, for me, I think it's the third person. I don't like that in extraction shooter if you can look around the corner, you know? Thank God I want to find other games, but I've been doing projects IRL. like arts projects, if you want to talk about it at least. I mean, can I attack now or no? Yeah, he's back. Okay. Bro, why is this guy not getting damage anymore? Trivialize the fight, dude. I built a garden? That's insane. That's awesome. Trying to get my yard and home back in order. My heart issues and the laziness cause chaos, and now it's time to get order back in my life. I think that is probably very relaxing as well, no? Yeah, unless you don't enjoy gardening, I guess, at all. But I can imagine that this is quite relaxing too. I love that you get some structure back and can focus on some of these projects. Pretty good. Job building and organizing just so much to do. One thing at a time, exactly. Don't get overwhelmed. You have enough. Nothing is rushing you, I guess, except yourself. Except yourself. Okay, this should be time to blow the horn, dude. And if you have a big yard and a garden, then it's anyway more fun, right? Like it's probably very nice then to sit outside in the garden with friends or whatever. Some drinks. Steam stuff, but too, but it's not high priority. I will get back to it. Yeah, as you said, one thing at a time, right? Nothing will change in this sense if you do it sooner or later, I guess. It's like we always tend to rush things because we think we have to do it immediately, but quite often nothing would change if it happens a little bit later. I like that they added these markers. Makes it easier to find the rune stones. I will miss people. I mean, for sure, but those people who really care about you, they will also show up 2 weeks later, right? Or 3 weeks or a month. I don't know. Those are actually the people that you want to have around you, honestly. And I feel like probably with most of the people you anyway stay in regular contact or years. These are then really the good friends. Barely streamed the last 2 years. I mean, you had other stuffs to do, no? It's not easy to keep that up and then put yourself under pressure because you feel like you have to. I think this is one of the most the worst things, right? When you sit there and you be like, shit, I need to stream because I want to stay relevant or whatever, you know, or I want to people not feel that I'm gone or something. This is annoying as hell. This feeling. But I get that feeling. I mean, I think that's part of this all. Damn, dude, I absolutely deleted these guys. What the hell? Couldn't do shit. At the end of the day, I think we have to keep in mind that this is a hobby for most of us. There's only super low amount of people who can live off that shit. And treating it in this way will change or will make this even more fun, you know? Because you don't put yourself under too much pressure. Treat it as a hobby until it's not, I guess. I've seen people that have been there 2 years, 9 months. It's crazy. Yeah. I've been there at the beginning. Honestly, I think it's I speak regularly also with Mental about it, right? Every now and then I get to check into his stream. He streams quite late for me. But then we have spoken about it, like how many people already that we met both together because we somehow shared the same circle, right? Are not there anymore. They just disappeared from the internet, dude. Just disappeared completely, or from at least Twitch and the social media, I guess. It's actually wild to think about it. How these guys came and were quite cool, and you know, you connected, and then all of a sudden just disappeared, and nobody knows what's happened. You know. Still talk to Mental as well. Yeah, he's more on I guess only on TikTok now, right? For me, it's kind of difficult because he streams at 11:30 or 12 something my time, I guess, at night. Shit, server's taking a shit. And then I just have to go to bed during the week, you know. And on the weekends he doesn't stream really. So yeah, we get to hang out sometimes. Oh yeah, he enjoys the TikTok quite a lot, and he does well also. He found his jam with the games that he's playing and so on. It's pretty good. It's a great guy. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. For sure. Tomorrow's already Wednesday, man. Damn, time is flying by. It's already August. What the hell are we doing, man? Time is flying. Could eat something now, dude, but I won't. It's too late. It's already 11 o'clock. All this explored for just going here. Pain. I think you mentioned you played this game already, right? Didn't you play Path of Exile? Or was it Diablo? I think sometimes we talked about it and you said you played that as well. Not for too long, though, I think. Both, yes. There's also a game that I talked about today because you like shooters in particular, but I'm not sure how you feel about Vietnam scenario. There's a Hell Let Loose. It's also a fun game. Also not too expensive, I think. It's like a warfare scenario where you have like the Vietnam War, obviously. It has it's more shooter type, like multiplayer shooter on big maps though, like Battlefield kinda. But it has also proximity chat, which is quite fun. I liked Hell Let Loose a lot before the Vietnam scenario. I didn't play that. That's why I said before. It was Second World War, and you could sit in tanks and shit, play with friends, and coordinate all that. That's pretty cool. Hell Let Loose. I feel like in the US, this might have a bigger community actually. Than in Asia. Yes, Hell Let Loose. What's going on with the server, man? Let's go, Alex. Thanks so much for the shout out. See, I forgot about it completely. Damn it. Thanks so much. My job. Job, he says. Let me in. Can't believe I don't have the leap jump yet, dude. I should have not spent all my points on upgrading and get the leap jump. Leap slam. Alex and I found great joy in sending each other TikToks about someone preparing food and having funny music in the background. Or 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 the guy singing songs. It was so funny when I saw this today, dude. Where's the where do we gotta go? Surely here, right? I have friends. I have friends that I like we every now and then we're in touch, you know, because they live back in Europe and but we send each other so many reels. Like this it became some sort of communication with each other. So it's kind of like I'm still alive. Here are some funny reels. Enjoy. It's kind of strange. You guys have that too or what? Can I jump over there? Oh, huge. Let's go, man. That was sick, man. I didn't know I can just jump over it. I guess we go this way. Can I jump over this, I guess? Can just ignore everyone, actually. Put a wall up here. Put another wall up. A totem, maybe? Good. Boom! My rear's range. Oh my god, I'm dead. Maybe? I'm not dead. Boom. Boom. Dude, the ignite is so... Dude, this is so fun. Putting down a wall. Oh my god. And then I get healed by it too, because I have live leech on kill. Hell yeah, man. This is trivializing the whole campaign right now, dude. The hell? We go here, we go boom, dude. Good old enshrouded days. The good old enshrouded days, right? The morning streams, you know, building shit. Time flies indeed, man. I never told you guys this. I had one enshrouded stream. It was not in the morning, it was in the evening. And I got sick during that stream and I had to throw up. So I acted like nothing happened. I went and threw up, came back and said, okay, anyway, it's late. I gotta go. And then I had a whole night of that bullshit, dude. Do I not have the totem up? That's horrible. Yeah, that was crazy. I felt really disgusting then. Oh no. Boom. Okay, we get our leap jump now. Was it before I followed you? No, that was after, Alex. It was after. It was one evening. It was when I played the second time, when they added a big update to Enshrouded, actually. Yeah, I don't know when it was. It's time back. Sometime back. All right, we got Skill Gem, Spirit Gem. I don't recall. Obviously, I would have not told you guys. I can act quite professional, you know. I can just pretend everything is okay. Go to the restroom, which is right there. Microphone muted. Let it all out, you know. Come back, end the stream as if nothing happened. As if I'm just tired, you know. Gotta go. Leap. The acting, dude. I felt miserable already. Oh shit. All right, what we gotta do? We go back. Sell. Level 30. You're about to celebrate your 20th anniversary on the 25th. We have that next year. That's crazy. 20 years is a long time. It's quite a long time. Good job, you guys. 281. Oh, man. But I guess a 30% increased armor and energy shield on this. It's still 270. Just keep that. Screw it. You set up the GIF from Twitch. I think they updated to be in chat box. I have not because it's I cannot see it. And I can also not see who sends it. I think and what GIF they are sending, you know. Not all of my anniversary gifts, so but I'm good. Going to lurk. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are. I mean, I will also probably not take too much longer, honestly. It's quite late already. I need this, though. It's in chat and not on stream screen. Try emoji man. I see. Maybe I activate it. I don't know how to do it, though, but I need to look into it then. Okay, will you sell this? Screw. Screw. The final letter. What am I doing with the final letter, though? You know what? It's actually a good time to end here, I think. Alex, you got someone? I mean, it's anyway us two only, but let me see. If is 3 at life? No, right? Take a look at it so I can spam. Okay, I will do. Foolish Warlock. Hold on.
Wrong way.
What's he playing? Like Myth Wukong?
Sounds familiar, but couldn't tell you what it is. Yeah, well, I've been looking for Souls-like games, and Hell is Us keeps popping up.
One second. Now let's go to Cal. Then we go to Cal. I never get a chance to raid her. We go to Cal. Cal easy. Next time we raid another friend of yours, maybe when we have also more people. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. I catch you soon. I'll be back on Saturday. Saturday is a maybe. Plan is Saturday, but we have friends coming over Saturday. So it could be that it's a maybe. Maybe I hop in on Friday for this, but I'll post on Discord. Peace, Alex. Take care, dude. Bye.
On the table. Thank you, Lola.